If you're like most of the single women I know, you've got some dreams for this new year. And even though you have it all together in many areas of your life, there is one dream that you'd like to see fulfilled this year. You'd like to find a man who loves you and adores you and accepts you for you. And in my next few emails, I'm going to share 4 things that you can personally do to improve your relational life. These are 4 things that you have complete control over. They aren't dependent on a man being around. They aren't dependent upon how many dates you have lined up for this week, or whether or not you feel desirable, or if you even believe that anyone would really be interested in you. These are 4 things that every woman can do to improve her love life. To begin with, the first change that you can make for this year to improve your love life, I want to say this. By the time a woman gets to be a particular age, she's had a lot of things happen to her in her relationships and her love life, and some of those things haven't been so great. Maybe you can relate. In fact, I imagine that you might be able to say that some of your experiences really hurt a lot. And in that hurt, my thought is that you probably placed some judgments on those experiences. That was bad, or I can't imagine anything good coming from that, or all men are horrible. The problem with making judgments is that they prevent us from growing. They prevent us from learning from what happened, because they're often wrapped up in hurt feelings and bitterness. So a key to move forward this year is that rather than looking at your difficult experiences through the lens of judgment, which, like I said, can involve that sort of cynicism or hardness of heart, believe me, I've been there, choose to look at them through the lens of learning. This one decision alone will change your relationship life because it places you in the driver's seat of being a victor instead of a victim. So you can choose to see a bad relationship experience as something to learn from rather than seeing it as something to despise or even regret that it happened. This alone can propel you into a greater relational future. So here are a few questions for you. What is it that you have experienced in your love life that's been hurtful? What is it that you have regretted and you thought, oh my gosh, nothing good can come from that? Choose to ask these questions instead. How have I grown from what happened? What tools can I take into my relational future because of what happened? How can I use what happened to grow rather than it causing me to shrink back in fear and shut my heart down? How can I learn from my negative experience so I can experience the kind of love I want in the future? All right? That's your first tip for this year. It's to lay down those judgments and choose learning instead. I'll be back at you with another tip, and here's to an amazing 2020.